thatmovieguyUK.
Why do all the great filmmakers go to Netflix? I don't really get it. I've never really understood it. Ever since Bong Joon-ho went over to Netflix and made Okja, which obviously is a good film. But when Duncan Jones moved over to Netflix to sell Mute, a film that he's been working on for quite some time, I was very surprised, kind of saddened that I felt like I will never see this film in the cinema now, because I really have enjoyed all of Duncan Jones's films prior to watching Mute. I feel like he is a very interesting, captivating, imaginative filmmaker, and Mute is his latest. The trailer came out a couple of weeks ago, I think, and I was very interested, very intrigued. I've been very tempted by this project for a few years now. I think it was on my watch list on Letterboxd for about at least 3 of them. And we are here. It's been panned to death, and I don't get why. A brief synopsis for Mute is the story of an Amish man called Leo who is mute. He had an accident as a child, and he is a bartender in a club where him and his girlfriend both work, and one night she disappears, and it's the story that unravels in Berlin in the near future, where he tries to find her and may have to fight his way to getting answers. It's a very interesting neo-noir, sci-fi-esque. You can tell that Duncan Jones is a big Blade Runner fan because there's a lot of Blade Runner aesthetic to it. It feels like a bit of Fifth Element as well, especially when it comes to the costume design. But it's just like a massive wrap-up homage to the sci-fi genre, I feel like, and similar to what Luc Besson did with Valerian. And that's what I actually liked about Mute. I feel like that Duncan Jones actually visually and directorially has done a very good job. I really enjoyed the panning shots of Berlin, just the way that he creates tension throughout scenes. I know a lot of you people are going to watch this now and be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But this is my general opinion of this. I'm not saying this because I want to be like, oh, I want to be different. I actually enjoyed Mute. And for me, I feel like Duncan Jones really actually carried out a very interesting film. Don't get me wrong, the story is not that strong in some ways, because within some segments of the pacing I just really lost attention, and that is one thing I do generally hate about Netflix films, is that you are in your house, I am sitting on my chair watching a brand new film. When I want to watch a brand new movie, I really want to see it in the cinema, especially a film that is as gorgeous looking as what Mute actually is, and that is quite annoying. And I remember in some scenes I actually either paused it to go to the bathroom, or I paused it and checked my phone. It doesn't mean that I'm not interested in the film. It basically means that I'm just being interrupted easily, and that's why I enjoy going to the cinema so much. And again, this is going to happen again next month when Alex Garland's Annihilation will be coming out on Netflix in the UK. I actually enjoyed the way that the small secrets were unraveling throughout the film. Obviously there's not 1,001 different kinds of secrets, but I really enjoyed the way that it unraveled. There's a big reveal towards the back end, which I actually liked. It has a very dark undertones of paedophilia. It has dark undertones of the sex trade and politics, even though they're small fragments. But some people are going to find this unnerving, and even Duncan Jones himself has actually said that not everyone will like this film, and that's fine. He accepts that. As for the cast, a lot of people are bitching about Alexander Skarsgård as well, and for me, I thought that he was the heart and soul of this film. His body movement, his body language, his eyes, his expressions really gave a lot of soul and heart to a very 2D kind of character. He doesn't really have much of a backstory. All you know is that he can't talk and he's trying to find his girlfriend. That is like the main issue with him, and there's nothing else to it. As for Paul Rudd and Justin Theroux, they do actually give a lot of the heavy dialogue in the film, and that's absolutely fine. They work great as a duo. I'd love to see a buddy cop comedy with those two guys, but at the same time, Paul Rudd is a very, very good villain, very vindictive. So Justin Theroux, he had a very dark subject matter in his aura, and I felt very disgusted by him, and that is what you want from an actor, is that you want to disgust him for his crimes and what he actually intends to do, and I feel like he does give a very good performance. As for those 3 core performances though, there's nothing else really of value to the characters. Everyone else is very flat, very two-dimensional, and that's fine. See, I'm bad-mouthing the film as well, don't worry about it. But all in all, I felt like Mute was a very interesting film. It was a very organic building towards a conclusion, which was a very nice conclusion to the film. All in all, I believe that Duncan Jones created a very visually stimulating film, very interesting, engaging film, yet it does have a lot of pacing issues, very thin storyline, with a nice tie-in, with a nice ending, with 3 great performances by Skarsgård, Rudd and Theroux. So guys, have you seen Mute? Let me know, comment below. I'm ready for discussions. I've been on Twitter talking about this film already and people are angry with me for my rating already, but here we go. I'm ready for it. And obviously my written review is on www.thatmovieguyUK, so please check it out, and everything below is there for you to discuss with me in all forms of social media platforms. So all I can say now is diolch, danke, obrigado, merci beaucoup, arigato, gracias, grazie mia, diolch, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm excited for the Twitter backlash now.